And now, introducing Casey Carter.
Ah! Surprise! Guess who? Yes, it is me, Casey. Okay, so listen, I wanted to make sure everything was right for when I bring the show back next week. And I'm like, I need to try stuff. I need to check the lighting. I need to see whether or not I like this blue background. I got to make sure everything works. And so the only way to do that is to actually show up, right? So, surprise. I'm here testing my stuff out. It's not a real live like show for real for real. I just want to see that everything still do what it do. And so just if you're watching, thanks for looking. And otherwise, just hang with me as I move through some of my videos here. So
For the cup, I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need. Tell them giddy up. I got horses in the back, trunk in the front, exterior red and that inside buttercup. I got what you need, I got what you want, I got what you need. Tell them giddy up.
all right. Hey, hustlers, what's up? Thank you for being here and checking this out. Like I said, I'm just rolling through my stuff. This is last year's stuff. Over the next few weeks, I'll be putting together some new promo videos. But for now, this is me making sure it all works right. Okay. Wasn't ready for that last one to roll. Just it's set to automatically go through some paces, so that end video, the outro video, wasn't quite yet right. But I do have one other that I need to test out somewhere. Somewhere I've got my cards for who I've got coming up in 2022. Bear with me because now I can't seem to recall. Can't remember where it's at now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, for not my first episode, but for the first episode where I have guests, if you are a BoobTube fan, then you have seen this gentleman on BoobTube. Um, thank you. I appreciate that. So if you're a BoobTube fan, you saw us bring Josh Pele Magic. Hey Sabrina, girl, where you been? Mwah, mwah, mwah. So good to see you. So Josh Pele Magic, met him at Exotica, invited him to be on BoobTube. He is going to be one of the first guests on Casey at Night when I start bringing the guests back. Along with Josh that night is my girl, Ms. Toxic Goddess. So if you've been to my birthday party, if you've been to my fetish ball, you saw my girl do her thing, come support from Virginia. Love Toxic Goddess. Looking forward to having her on the show. after Toxic Goddess. So there's going to be a break between the Toxic Goddess week and Madame Gumbo. So I know you might be thinking, that looks like Gigi. No, that's Madame Gumbo. Gigi is that's a whole nother look. This is Madame Gumbo. And along with Madame Gumbo that night, I also will have the owners of Erotic Boudoir. This is a mother-daughter team. I miss you too, Sabrina. So AJ and Nick are a mother-daughter team. They own Erotic Boudoir, which is an online store, but apparently they are opening a brick and mortar store. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that means they're opening like a real store, a real building, a real structure. And they are in the Philly area for all of you in the city of brotherly love. Please support AJ and Nick. They are awesome. Love, 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 love these ladies. I got to meet them in person at Exotica, and that was an absolute thrill. Coming up after those ladies, there will be the Royal Duchess herself, Duchess Cashmere. If you were watching last season of Casey at Night, you will recall I was doing tea time with Duchess Cashmere, where she would present a most sexy dialogue between she and I. Well, I've invited her to be a guest alongside Lady V and D, sexperts from DV Passion. I wanted Duchess on with them because I wanted, Lady V and D, they do face sitting. And I wanted Duchess to do an ode to face sitting. So I just want you to know I'm like tickle pink and beside myself to see what is created on that night. Oh, and then I got to show you this photo. This is a different promo with just Lady V. I had to make this one because that's a hella picture right there. That purple hair just cascading alongside her face. Woo, hella photo. Hella photo. And in addition to being sexperts and teachers of face sitting, Lady V is also an author of a book that I will show you when I'm done with my promos. After Lady V, D, and Duchess, there will be Tayomi Morgan. Yes, the chocolate goddess herself, Tayomi Morgan, certified sexologist and resident educational, I guess you can say she's the dean of education at Exotica. If you've ever been to Exotica, there are classes on everything sexy all weekend. Tayomi is the dean of putting that together. Tayomi, she finds people, she vets their programs and brings you a hella schedule in education, including what she does herself. So stay tuned for March 23rd so you can see the gorgeous Tayomi and hear her talk about the classes at Exotica, as well as the classes that she teaches. And after Tayomi Morgan, this gorgeous woman here, this is Ella Dorsey. I've done an interview with Ella Dorsey that I've posted on social media. We've all seen it. Ella Dorsey is not a cam girl. Hey, Duchess. She doesn't do porn. She doesn't film herself at all. But oh my God, if she is not the shit. I'm going to let Ella tell you what she does because I promised I wouldn't say too much about who she works for and the things she does. But Ella is absolutely and utterly amazing So happy I was able to meet Ella in Miami, and she is now one of my absolute favorite ladies. So very excited to have Ella, because as Ella will tell you, she don't do interviews, but she did the one for me at Exotica, and I'm so excited that she's doing this one as well. On this night too, I don't have the promo card ready, but on this night there will also be another gorgeous woman by the name of Miko the Goddess. Miko the Goddess. Talk about high octane energy. Ooh, just wait. Just wait. And then the next week, John, aka Hi There Catsuit. Now, I know you're thinking that is a very weird name. Yes, but you have to see him to understand why Hi There Catsuit is his name. He is the host of an amazing podcast called What Women Want and other amazing humans, something to that effect. Please forgive me because I don't have my notes on exactly what the name of his show is, but I've done his show. He does a lot with dominatrix, femdoms, findoms. He really has an affinity for dominant women, and they absolutely love him as well. So I'm excited to have John on that night. And also on that night, just to balance things out, I will have Coco Williams, or as she is now known on social media, the Cocky Kitty. Known Coco for years now here in Atlanta, and super excited to have her on the show as well. I've got other guests lined up for for March. The additional guests I have in March are the Mad Harlot. I've got the Sparks. Specifically, okay, so it's Ashlyn and her husband, but I met them in Miami, but in Dulles, we had a chance to really chat. I was absolutely fascinated by the fact that Ashlyn is, I don't know what the correct term is, but let's just say Ashlyn works at the Mustang Ranch. If you don't know what the Mustang Ranch is, you're going to have to watch Casey at Night to find out, unless you Google it between now and then. But Ashlyn spends quite a bit of time working at the Mustang Ranch. So really excited to have a conversation with her and her husband and kind of hear how they do what they do. I mean, because she literally spends days and nights on end at the ranch and then comes home and then goes back to spend days and nights at the ranch and then comes home. So I'm really interested in sharing how they make that dynamic work. Yes, Lorenzo, thank you. And let me see, Ashlyn and okay, so Mizzy and her husband Spencer, they do a whole lot of stuff. They throw parties, they have a store, and I can't even, because again, I don't have all my notes to tell you all the things that they do, but they will also be guests on the show in April. So as you can see, I'm packing them in, like right out the gate. I'm packing them in, and I'm doing something also that I'm kind of anxious to see how it goes off. But it's going to be a segment I'm calling top 5 reasons to watch Casey at Night. And Lorenzo was going to be kicking off the first countdown for me. I think it's going to be February 16th. Thank you, right? Okay. Listen, baby, you said the words right there, Vanessa Del Rio. Listen, so I'm going to let the cat out the bag. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm doing all of this, right? Like I'm stacking them. I'm stacking the deck, baby. Stacking it hard because I got a lot of folks on my potential guest list. But I'm stacking the deck to the extent that I can ask Ms. Vanessa Del Rio to do an episode of Casey at Night. So Hustler, great minds think alike, let me tell you. Lorenzo and I talk about it all the time. We've been talking about Ms. Vanessa Del Rio for years, okay? So you on the money, my brother. You are on the money. That's where we going. There's a whole bunch of folks. On my list is also Naomi Banks. That's right. I got Naomi Banks in my sights. I want to get that gorgeous goddess on the show as well. Naomi and I met a few years back when she was doing Exotica, and I loved seeing her. She is absolutely divine. And yes, she's on my list for 2022. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So, I think you guys did a great job of helping me figure out if everything's working right. I think I like the blue. Looks pretty. I like the sheen. I have to see if I can like coordinate outfits with it. I'm still working on the camera thing though. I don't know if I like this camera angle. I got to figure that out. I switched a lot of things around in my studio, and so that's another part of the problem is trying to figure out how I like it. Like the chair I'm sitting in, not liking it. Not liking it. So I got to find a new chair. I definitely like the blue background. But I'm excited to be back. Like I said, I wanted to jump on and make sure everything was working. So I think it's working. All right. So for those of you like Hustler and Lorenzo who spend Wednesday night with me, I'll be back at 9 p.m. for BoobTube. Let me ask you, I don't know how many of you watch Power, specifically Ghost, Power Book 2, but yo, if you watched, please tell me you saw the episode on Sunday. Best episode of Power yet. I've been watching Power since day one. Yo, that episode was fire. Not even fire, it was fire. Oh my God, so many things went down. And what's crazy, it wasn't even the season finale. They still got, I think, 2 more shows before the season is over. So, baby, if you don't watch Power, Book 2, Ghost, I highly recommend you do it because it's worth it just for that episode this past Sunday. Sabrina, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Okay, because Hustle, let me tell you about my girl Sabrina. Sabrina was one of the people who started watching Casey at Night when it first came out. Girlfriend was, I mean, she was so on it, she was a guest one time, okay? And that was like in the early days, Ms. Sabrina Fitzpatrick was not just a viewer, but she was a guest. And I am so happy to see you. So, so happy. All right, y'all, I gotta go and calm myself down a little bit because I'm so excited that this is working out. I think I got lipstick on my teeth though. Yeah, that was lipstick. All right, y'all. I will see you at 9 or I will see you at 7 o'clock next Wednesday. All right. Peace out. Bye. As soon as I figure out how to get out of here. All right. Good night.